Hi, welcome to Fan Strike. I'm Josiah.
I'm Isaiah.
I'm Elijah.
And I'm Levi.
Today we're covering Predator.
Alright, here, let's get to the strikes, alright? First off, we have satellite dishes.
The satellite dishes. The satellite dishes.
Okay.
We're keeping them.
Okay, fine.
Alright, seriously, the satellite dishes. Every single space alien invasion movie in Hollywood, they have to show like the ship smacking a satellite dish out of orbit. Which, first off, is there any better way to let us know that you're coming? Like, oh, we have a satellite.
We lost a satellite.
Oh, yeah, well, satellite. Nothing important.
Again! Strike two!
I say strike two. Strike two. We have Cowboys and aliens. We've got humans using alien technology like it's no big deal. We've got our commando using the gauntlet like it's easy stuff, and he takes out the predator no problem.
First try.
First try. And then the kid is blowing up people and houses with the alien helmet.
Which is automatic.
Because it's all doing it by itself, which the original Predator was this super cool hunter who would use all this stuff with precision skill and not just like, oh, I'm a walking programmed, computer suit.
Yeah,
exactly.
we thought that was pretty lame. And then the tech balls.
Yeah, since when do predators have balls?
It's like I thought
Invisible balls.
we thought the cloaking device
I
came
mean,
from
he
his
swallowed
gauntlet.
his balls.
What might happen? Like, did he not even
Stealth
think about
forever?
Right. Could he activate it subconsciously while it's in his guts?
Maybe just his insides would be invisible, like on an X-ray. Like he could get an X-ray and he wouldn't even be there.
But no, it's his balls that makes him invisible.
The Predator was
24/7.
invisible at the beginning without his helmet on. It's like in the original Predator.
The
his
helmet
whole
made him
suit-
invisible.
Yeah, it was his whole suit tech
That's
thing.
true.
And even the later Predator, this is a later point, the giant Predator that shows up later is like shirtless, doesn't have any armor or anything, and still goes invisible because he's got one of them little balls. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It stinks.
For strike three, was the predator knocked out or not in the beginning? I mean, he shot him with his Cowboys and Aliens gauntlet, and then his eyes opened up. Next thing you know, he's knocked out in the lab again. Where did he go? How did he get knocked out?
How did those special agents get him in there in the first place if he was awake?
Plus, they didn't strap him down really well in the first place.
No, as soon as they're like, he's awake, and they start freaking out, it's like, did you not plan on him waking up? Did you not secure a place? Oh yeah, secure a way for him to stay asleep?
Yeah.
And they start holding him down right away, and it's like, you mean you didn't
So you knew they weren't gonna work.
you knew the straps weren't gonna hold. You try and hold him down after he breaks out, not before.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Is that all for that one?
Yeah, that's good.
Strike four, useless alien dogs. So the big predator had two alien dogs, and they did nothing. They just stood
Pretty
there
much.
in the baseball diamond, basically.
Taking shots.
Yep.
Yep. And they, once they were taking shots, they didn't seem to mind the shots. Nobody else seemed to mind wasting all their ammo on them.
Right.
And even more wasteful was later when they acknowledged that, hey, that was a valuable weapon that you just used as a fetch toy to get the dog locked in the back of the truck to protect it while the big monster predator is going to kill everybody and plot to take over the planet. That doesn't make much sense at all. So later when that dog happened, how did it get out, by the way? They didn't let it out. All of a sudden the dog is out.
That's true.
I mean,
And
an
it's like
alien dog.
oh, convenient. It brought the big bomb that I'm going to use to kill a
Maybe Scotty
predator.
beamed him up.
The big alien bomb, which I knew it was a bomb because I knew everything about alien tech. This is sloppy. This is just
Okay,
lazy writing.
yes.
I could have done better.
It's true.
That, and I guess once you shoot an alien dog in the head, it becomes a normal dog and fights on your side.
Oh, yeah.
The dog that you shot in the head.
I skipped over that. Why he thought that would work, I don't know. Moving on, we have
Okay.
cut. So we don't like that. For screw, we don't like it. That's why we're doing this. For strike 5, we have the hard political agenda, of course. So they introduced that the basic main plot of this movie, the reason the predators are here, is to establish a new place to live because global warming is going to produce an environment that we can't live in that they can live in. So they're going to move in due to our global warming that's going to wipe out our entire human population within 1 to 2 generations, as they claim. And they claim this as if like it's common knowledge, as if like, well, we all know this, so obviously that's why the predators are here. It's disgusting. It's being rammed down our throats. It's a highly debated and rather stupid myth, in our opinion.
Also for the political agenda, why is the girl here? Who is she?
We know who she is.
Well, she's a biologist. They told us that. But why does she all of a sudden get the nerve to start running with a dart gun after this big freaking predator?
After being humiliated in Detoxer. So.
In the nude.
Also, she had the tech balls, and she jumped on top of the Predator at the end, accomplishing nothing, shooting him in the head.
Basically, why does she keep up with all these trained soldiers?
She doesn't have any tactical training.
In the nude. She's no Wonder Woman, and she's keeping up with these ex-SEAL team guys.
Well, the guys were on a ship that was going hundreds of miles per hour
No kidding.
before it crashed.
And somehow she ends up there.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Year of the woman.
Also, there is like, a lot of evolution mentioned in this.
That's true. I didn't like that.
All because they find out that they think that an alien and a human may have gotten something going on a little while back because they detect human DNA in the alien's blood, which they also never explain. So
Yeah,
Maybe
true.
they're gonna reveal that in the next movie that they're never gonna make. Who's that?
What? Put that back.
Hey!
We've already been through this. You are not Thor.
Strike 6, we've got poor CGI. Multiple shots in this film. It seemed that they could spend a little bit more time with CGI in certain spots. For instance, the dog blowing up above the commando dude.
That was terrible.
And then second, the scene where the black dude's looking up and the predator is eating the dude, the guy.
African American.
African American.
Sorry. After the predator.
Check it out! Check it out!
For strike 7, we have.
Get to the chopper!
Get to the news chopper! They send Key and Peele on foot to find some sort of help, and within hours they find a news chopper. They left on foot from a freaking field at a barn, and they find a chopper.
The weather girl chopper.
Good morning. Let's get to the chopper.
Strike 8. Not an electric fence. So, when they hook the jumper cables from the generator to the fence, that wouldn't work because the fence isn't insulated from the ground. So, it was ridiculous. What the heck is going on over
You
here?
think they would know that?
Yeah, I mean,
You think they'd test
anybody who knows anything about electricity would figure that much out.
Call your dad.
3,
Hands are falling down.
2,
1, 2,
1.
strike!
Strike 9. That'll do it. So, as the alien ship's trying to take off, and we've already noticed that our machine guns don't really have much effect on the Predator himself, but we jump on top of his enormous spaceship, and they say, "Take it down!" and they start shooting on the roof of this thing, as if that's going to do something. And even a normal, like, U.S. military jet, there's certain spots you shoot at, you don't just randomly just go gun around on the surface. Like, take out the engine or something. They don't figure that out until later when he tries to jump into it.
Throughout the entire movie, as soon as you see the big predator, bullets don't do anything to it.
Yeah, the predator dogs, they're all immune to bullets.
But right at the very last seconds of the movie, well, last seconds of the predator, I should say, he puts 3 bullets in its head and it kills him.
We also have delayed grenades in this movie.
Sticks it in the mouth of the space dog, fires from a grenade launcher gun.
It's
and,
supposed to be an immediate impact explosion.
Yeah, like 8 seconds later.
Green goop. Strike 10, we have. That's it. The end of this movie had a pretty anticlimactic fight scene between the humans and the Predator, compared to Arnold Schwarzenegger versus the Predator, which was quite the impressive action sequence that we kind of were lacking in this one. When it was like,
The frick did you just say?
Anyway, it didn't even feel like a Predator movie. In the first Predator movie, it was scary. You didn't know what the crap was going to happen. This one, it was without ease. It was with ease, I mean. If you get my
You're
gist.
botching it up. It didn't feel like a Predator movie in the sense that, well, even at the start, they start off showing us the Predator within the first 120 seconds of the movie. In the end, the fight wasn't all that, grand and climactic. You're never afraid of the Predator. The whole thing that made the first Predator movie as great is it was almost like Jaws. You fear the villain. In this, there was no real suspense. And you don't have any understanding of what even hurts this thing or why it...
Too long.
Yeah, it
Too
was
long.
too long, and I started to trail. But I was on the right track. I generally liked it. No. That's
no,
not good.
come on.
3, 2, 1.
We enjoyed this movie.
Stop it. Now we're done with the strikes, we move on to the likes. I think we all really overall enjoyed this movie. It's not the Predator movie you expect, it's not the Predator movie that you want, but I think we all left satisfied.
Quite. For instance, the well-done humor.
We really liked the music in the movie. Like, they used the original theme from the first movie, which has never been done in a Predator movie before.
Yeah, that's true. And the humor was very original and it was very well done. Not what I was expecting from an action film.
My line.
Too bad.
What are you doing?
We're not done
Hey.
yet. We're not done yet.
Hey, what are you doing?
That's
No,
real. That's
no,
real.
no,
That's
no.
real. We want to thank you all again for joining us at Fan Strike. We've kind of been gone a while, but we're glad to be back, and we look forward to seeing you again soon for the next movie.
As always, be sure to follow us on Instagram, check us out on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube.
We'd also like to thank all of those who shared this video.
Subscribe.
He already said that.
Did you? Well, don't say subscribe next time, and I'll use that line. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to say goodbye.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1.
Goodbye.
Put down the camera.
Don't grab my stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't want. I'll grab your
I
stuff.
want my
I wanna
guns
grab
back.
your
Keep-
stuff. How do you even
track
know it's
of
your
who's
stuff?
who's- Oh, by the way, if you're wondering if these guns are real, oh yes they are.
Ow, my fingers are stuck.
There you go.
Oh. I love you both so much. I sold you, but just temporarily.
If you whack me in the head, will you do it?
Crank up your Humvees. We're not mentioning where we live.
Fine.
We don't do that.
Fine, we live north.
Also-
Don't mention it.
Also, fine. Fine. Hey,
Eli has
also, with the political agenda,
3,
Transgenderism.
I just stabbed my thigh.
3, 2, 1.
Are you okay?
No, 3.